Okay, well, anyone who's logging on after this, they will just have to join us and hop on. Welcome to this night in our whole team huddle. I'm so excited for everyone to be on. Our first speaker tonight is Gloria Osborne. She's a regional director and she's fabulous. And she's going to be sharing a habit of health with us. So I'm really excited to hear about one, what her beautiful scenery is, because she's promised she's going to show us where she is. And two, I can't wait to hear what she has planned for our habit of health this week. Oh, Gloria, I think you're muted.
Okay, I'm standing outside my truck, and over my head, can you see the mountains behind me? You guys see them? I'm in a town in Washington called Leavenworth, Washington, and it's up in the mountains, obviously, and one of my favorite places to go in Washington. So it happened to be on the way back from where we were camping this weekend. So that's where we're hanging out, so we have phone service before we go the rest of the way home. So anyway, just very briefly, I am, as Katie said, a health coach. I've been a health coach for 3 years, and my coach is Tiana Wright. When I began the program, I was 81 pounds heavier, and after being on the 5 and 1 for only 1 week, I had such a huge difference in my pain level for my joint pain. And I had been to the doctor for that, specifically knee and hand pain in my thumb joints and stuff, and I got no help from the doctors at all. They just said, you probably have arthritis, and just left it at that. So I was just thrilled with the difference it made. So I chose inflammation to talk about tonight because my life has been so hugely different. So the inflammation chapter is in your Habits of Health book, chapter 19. And it's got a lot more to say than I'll have time to say in just these few minutes. So I really, really urge you to read that over. If you've read it once, go back and read it again, because there's so many good things in there. Inflammation is part of our immune system. And just think about the people that in your life, the people you know, whether it's you or some family member. It just seems like we all know people who have different diseases that are part of, an autoimmune disease. Just think, there's so many of them out there. And inflammation is part of that. Inflammation is actually a good thing. Our body has it. It's like our own personal 24/7 on-call emergency service. And if we have an illness, an injury, then inflammation is designed so it will help our body get healed and well, so that the purpose is to restore balance to an unbalanced body. And once it's done its job, then everything should settle down to normal, just waiting for the next crisis. But unfortunately, that's not always what happens. As medical science is beginning to discover, our benevolent protector, inflammation, has a dark side that can all too easily turn on its master if we make habits of disease our way of life. And unknowingly, that's really what I was doing for many years. So when you eat donuts and coffee for breakfast, a fatty cheeseburger for lunch, and a bowl of ice cream before bed, when you carry extra fat around your middle, smoke cigarettes, refuse to get off the couch, then our immune system goes on alert. And it's not an all-out attack. It's a trickle of inflammatory molecules into our blood in quantities so small that they can only be detected through a special test, and that's the C-reactive protein test. So unnoticed, the inflammatory biochemicals work their sinister effect in our bodies, with our blood vessels, our joints, our brain, and other critical systems. It might start, like for me, with stiff, painful joints, or tired-looking skin, or even more menacing things like cancer or stroke or Alzheimer's. All of those can be related to inflammation. The negative effects of an overactive immune system are not felt overnight, but over time. If we keep our immune system on constant alert through bad habits, like eating unhealthy foods and avoiding exercise and neglecting our sleep, even stress, then our bodies will begin to age and break down prematurely. And that's really a lot of what we see, in our world. We've all got people that we can help, and people that this can make a difference to. As I move through the chapter, one of the things that Dr. Anderson lists is he has items that are high high glycemic carbohydrates would be an inflammatory food. And he has like a list of those, which fat items are anti-inflammatory and which are inflammatory, and which vegetables, which meats. He's got a whole list of that. So I really urge you to, to go back to that chapter. But if you're trying to keep inflammation in check in your own life, then here's some tips on how to do that. And this is from page 236 in chapter 19 of the Habits of Health. Number 1, maintain a healthy weight by lowering your daily calorie consumption. Eat good fats, which would be the omega-3s and the monounsaturated. Avoid bad fats, which would be the trans fats and saturated fats, animal fats. And avoid overcooking and charring of foods. Eat more fruits and vegetables, especially the low glycemic ones, the ones that are in the Quick Start Guide. Eat more fiber through whole grains. Avoid sugar, highly refined carbs, and high fructose corn syrup. Cook with anti-inflammatory herbs, and also incorporate modest amounts of antioxidant-rich supplements in foods. And he has a few examples of that. Let's see, he talks some about getting enough rest and about stress. So it's in the chapter as well. I like this one thing on page 240. It says, laughter has been shown to reduce stress, decrease our C-reactive protein, and lower unhealthy hormone levels. So watch a funny movie, tell jokes, and find time to laugh with friends and family. And I would say that was what happened for me this weekend. So I was thrilled about that. So next time you feel stressed, just try wrestling up a big smile. And while it may feel forced at first, smiling by its very nature reduces bad feelings. And also focus on the positive. It's easy to slip into a negative self-image, but why say something bad about yourself that you wouldn't dream of saying about someone else? Turn that internal dialogue, that voice we all have, into a running commentary on all the reasons that we have to be grateful. I wanted to, in finalizing this, stress, poor eating habits, lack of exercise, and a toxic environment contribute to a hyperactive immune system that creates a dangerous internal environment of inflammation, taking a toll on our life over time. But by avoiding behaviors and conditions that stimulate our immune system, and by actively developing habits that limit stress and lessen inflammation, you can position yourself for a lifetime of optimal health. So with the right knowledge and tools, the Habits of Health, you can beat this modern scourge and live not only longer, but better. And so besides chapter 19 in Habits of Health, I can refer you also to chapter 15 in Living a Longer, Healthier Life. And that's like the workbook portion that goes with this chapter. And I just found it really helpful to go back over that and answer some of those questions and write down, some of the things that are helpful in the book and stuff. So that's what I wanted to share with you.
Thank you so much, Gloria. We really appreciate that. It's helpful just to kind of go over those things, and it's a really good reminder for me of why, even as a health coach, of why I want to be in my Habits of Health book still and my companion guide, always learning those things and kind of remembering. Even triggered me to kind of think like, yeah, am I getting my healthy fats in, and just kind of dialoguing with myself and thinking about those things. So thank you so much for sharing. That's really powerful. I really appreciate it. So I would love to bring on Leah Gilbert. She's an amazing coach out on the East Coast, and Leah is just going to help us with our client celebration coming up. So Leah, can you hop off mute?
Hey, everyone. Yeah, so I'm super excited just to get to open up the floor. We just want to celebrate you. So much of being in community together is celebrating each other's victories. And I know that every time I hear about like how great my clients are doing and the awesome non-scale victories that they're having, it spurs me forward. And so yeah, so just does anyone, we're just going to open up the floor. Like if you have, just 60 seconds or so of like a non-scale victory or even a scale victory, whether it's like physical or even mental, or if you're a coach, any financial victories that you're having just because of Take Shape for Life, feel free to just hop off mute and go ahead and share. Just introduce yourself and and then maybe say who your coach is, just so we can all know, like, yeah, who you are. But yeah, so who would like to share what's going well this week?
Yeah, Paula, could you mute everyone real quick, because we have a phone person, I think, that hopped off mute and didn't realize it. And then please go. Okay, go ahead, whoever wants to share first. Don't be shy.
I'll go ahead and share a little non-scale victory. This is Emily. I'm in El Paso, and my coach is the wonderful Katie Quinn. So I just have a couple of things. One, I'm excited because I am officially out of my size 14s, and even my size 12 pants are starting to get a little big. So I'm having my mom send me my size 8 and 10 clothes from home. She's going to ship them to me. So that's just kind of like a fun, exciting victory where you can kind of, besides just the number on the scale, see the progress that you've made. And yesterday I went on a long 8-mile hike up in the mountains in New Mexico, and it was definitely both physically and mentally taxing, but it's just so exciting to be able to have the energy to do that type of thing, and just feel really good about yourself when you're done doing something like that.
Wow, Emily, that is so awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So cool. I always tell my clients, I'm always like, I'm just going to give you a forewarning. The worst part, but best part about program is that you are going to have to get ready to buy yourself a lot of new clothes. And I know that I've been there, like, oh my gosh, I just bought this and it doesn't fit already. But, it's such a blessing. Cool. Thank you so much for sharing. Anybody else? What's going well this week? What victories do you have to share?
I'll share. My name is Stephanie. I live in Beaver, Pennsylvania, and Nancy Maker is my coach. This evening, while I was fixing my one meal plan, I happened to look down, and number one, I could see my feet. Number two, I could touch my feet. And it was just amazing that I could bend down and touch my toes, because it looked like, oh my God, they're so dirty. But now I can reach them, so now I can clean them very well. And I've just had a lot of non-scale victories lately. I can wear my seatbelt in my car again, so that's awesome. I'm able to take walks around my block and not be winded. When before I would get like 25 feet from my house and be like, okay, I have to stop because I'm hyperventilating. So it's just been really cool, that just different things. I've seen a change in my body, but I was already wearing clothes that were probably too small for me. So now my clothes are starting to fit, and they're starting to get a little bit big. I haven't actually changed the pant size yet, but I know it's coming. It's close. I can taste it, and I can't wait to be able to be like, yes. But I have been able to get into some shirts that have been too small for me for like 2 years. And my grandmother is noticing and has been praising me. And my grandmother, like, never does that. She's a, you're putting on weight type of person, and is never like, good job for losing. So it's pretty cool. It's been good. So thanks.
Wow. Stephanie, that's so cool.
Thank you.
That's cool. How, what an awesome testament of freedom that is coming your way, just like more and more waves of freedom coming into your life. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what's really cool is, as people start to notice, like, you get to invite them in and like get healthy with you, or like you get to grow your own support team and like help build those pillars of people who are supporting you as you're getting healthier. So I'm really excited for you as that comes, your way. Yeah. How much weight have you lost so far?
6 weeks. The end of 6 weeks was on Friday, and I've lost 37.2 pounds and a total of 16 inches all the way around.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That is so amazing. Seriously, guys, there's no other program that does this.
I still have a lot more to go, but I'm taking it little steps and little victories at a time instead of trying to look at the whole.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I love one of my favorite sayings is every journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And it continues one step at a time. So that's encouraging to me because I struggle with that too, like trying to see the whole picture and like be like, but I'm not there yet. So that's encouraging to me for sure. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
Wow, this is awesome. All right, everyone. Who else wants to share? I'm just like totally pumped right now. So
Well, I'll share a little mental victory, stop, challenge, choose moment. So I know some of you are Facebook friends with me, some of you aren't. So those who have seen, we're renovating our house right now, which is so fun and wonderful and also so stressful. And it just, because it's just time consuming and, cuts into evenings and relaxing time a lot, which is, a choice we're making, but anyways, all I'm trying to say is some days it's just hard. And on Friday, my sweet mother took our daughter, and I was like, wow, we could get a lot done. And then I realized, wait a minute, we've been pushing. I think what we need the most right now is actually time to just relax and laugh. And so my husband and I literally, we just talked. We caught up. We hadn't really talked for so long and just laughed and had such a fun time being lighthearted and not work focused. And it was such a good reminder that even if it's things we love to do, and it's, even if it's work that we love, we still need that balance. And so it was just it was just a really cool moment of a aha shift. So yeah.
That's awesome. Cool, Tayana. Thanks for sharing. I love that. I love your pictures that you guys are posting. If you guys aren't friends with Tayana on Facebook, you should be. One, she's awesome and encouraging, and then you can see the pictures of the house that they're remodeling. Yeah, anybody else want to share? I'm wondering if I can pick on someone or call someone out. Hannah, are you still on here? I just saw you. Hannah Schumacher, my girl.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Hannah, so you are rocking it like no other. So I'm just wondering if you have any strides. I'm really curious if you'd be willing to share the story about the dress for your friend's wedding.
Yeah.
I love this story. It's my favorite.
Thanks. Yeah, I'd love to share. So for those of you that I don't know or I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, my name's Hannah. I'm a health coach and Leah is my health coach. I am in a wedding next month. Excuse me. And I got the dress approximately 2 months before I started program, and it was really tight on me. And I was really stressed out about having it fit for the wedding that's next month. And I actually had to get it altered and had to get 4 inches on both sides taken in. And she was like, oh, is this a hand-me-down? There's no way that this dress could have ever fit you. And I was like, no, it did, it was actually pretty tight 6 months ago. And she was like, what did you do? And I got to share a program with her, and it was just a really cool experience of kind of getting out of my community and meeting people that I don't always have the pleasure of being around, and just going to a dress alteration and being able to share this awesome community with the woman that's doing my dress. So it was really cool to have that happen, and it happened at the beginning of the week, so it really jump started my whole week, and it's just been really great.
Yes, I love that story so much. It's so awesome. So awesome. Thanks for sharing, Hannah.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any victories they want to share? Anything that's going well with you this week on program?
I'll share.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Sherry. My coach is Paul Steenberg. I started a program the end of April, and I've got 87 pounds off. I went over the weekend and did a sugar shot. That was fun. We went and set up at a health fair, me and 4 other coaches, or there was 5 of us, I think, and we had a good time talking to people there. But I just wanted to share that This program is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, you're so right. It is. I saw your sugar shot. It looked so cool. Anyone who hasn't seen it, it's on our Get Healthy and Thrive page, right? That's where it's posted. I think that's where I saw it. Those sugar shots are awesome. So I encourage any of you, like, even if you don't want to post it, just go take the picture for yourself, because it is like so encouraging to have that moment where you realize, like, wow, like this is what I used to carry around with me. Yeah. Anybody else want to share?
I'd be happy to share.
Yeah, Rhonda, go ahead.
Hi, I'm new to the program. My coach is Paula Holt, and oh my gosh, I love her so much. She's such a godsend to me, and I can't believe that 12 days ago I was absolutely a totally different person. So even tonight, just talking about the inflammatory stuff, like I have back pain chronically, so I already am not taking Advil every night for pain, and I'm sleeping like crazy. So that's been amazing to talk about inflammatory stuff, because that's something I've been sharing with my friends right away. But just a personal victory. In 12 days, I've already lost 9 pounds, and I picked out jeans from the bottom of my drawer yesterday that I haven't worn like in a year and a half. So that was super exciting. And also someone at church today, hugged me and said I felt different. So that was really cool. So that's my victory this week. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm already have some friends joining. So it's pretty exciting. I cannot wait to see where this journey goes.
Wow, Rhonda, thank you. That's so cool. Yeah, I love the way like our bodies transform so quickly. And you're right, it's like you become a whole new person, which is really like the way I like to think about it is since getting healthier, I feel like I've become more myself than I've ever been. You know, like, so you feel different because you're like, wow, I feel like me. Like, for those of you who don't know me, just my quick overall non-scale victory doing program is I have a very long history of health problems that are all cause tons and tons of inflammation, and for 9 years I just felt like I just wish I could get back to the me that I was in high school when I was like happy and had a lot of energy, and you know, that's my personality, but my physical body couldn't really match what like my emotional and mental like state wanted to be. And so I started a program about a year ago and lost about 40 pounds, and it just like, it's like I'm more me than I've ever been. Like now people in my life are getting the best Leah that they know, and my family recognized it and they decided to get healthy, and like it's contagious. And so I encourage you guys who are like, if you're in a place where you are getting healthy and you have people who are on your heart who you would like to see get healthy, because you're recognizing how much it's changing your life. One, just be consistent with your own health journey, because that's going to speak louder than anything. Just you like offering the best version of yourself as you get healthier and healthier, and then just be open and honest with them about how much you feel like you've transformed, and invite them to do it with you. And you know, whether you refer them to your coach or you decide to coach them yourself and experience some financial freedom. I could talk about my financial freedom from coaching for like a million years, but I won't. But yeah, just like you can coach them yourself, or you can like refer them to your coach. But you know, the healthier the people around you are getting, the more it can spur you on to continue your health journey. So I really encourage you to be transparent, and you know, refer, and just invite people along with you, because it makes a world of difference. So yeah, well, before we end our like open mic time, does anybody else want to share? Maybe we have time for one more.
Okay, well, yeah, I want to share for a coach who wasn't able to be on tonight. She had an awesome non-scale victory that I want to pass along. She got married yesterday, so this is day 1 of her marriage. So she thought she'd take the night off and enjoy her time with her new husband.
What?
I can understand. But her name is Brandy Tedder, now Spradley. And she started a program, and she wanted to lose weight. And when she was about a week or 2 in a program, she found her wedding dress at a consignment shop, and she bought it without it fitting her. It actually, like, she was like, I fell in love with this dress. This has to be the dress I wear. I love it. but it doesn't fit me. So she like had this dream that she would be able to fit into her wedding dress. And so yesterday she got married, and not only did the dress fit her, it got too big and she had to have it altered. So it was really cool to be able to like see her in all her glory, and she was gorgeous, of course, and obviously felt confident and great about herself. So thought I would share her victory.
So cool. Well, congratulations to her. I think I'm friends with her on Facebook. I saw the pictures of her wedding dress. That's awesome. I love it. All the weddings and the way Take Shape for Life is like making these weddings a million more fun to be in. So cool. Well, Megan, I'm throwing it back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Leah, so much for leading. I really appreciate that. And you, heading that up. So, and Katie, thank you for sharing that, and for everyone that shared. I love hearing these stories, you guys. I feel like this is such a powerful way to unite us and remind us of what we're doing. And that's why I encourage you to be on these calls when it's a good week or when it's a bad week. And if you're a coach, encourage your rest of your clients to get on, because I feel like it just lifts us up and we can encourage one another and sharpen one another. So it's pretty cool. I love it. Well, I would like to share real quick. I don't know if it's okay or not to, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I'm helping lead the call to share. We had a non-scale victory of healthy finances this week with thanks to Take Shape for Life with being health coaches. I shared this, or Sean, my husband, shared this from some coaches on our team, but our furnace just went out kind of out of nowhere. And like literally a year ago, that would have killed us because I don't know if you guys know this, but furnaces cost like thousands upon thousands of dollars, at least the one we need for our house. And we were just like, oh, okay, no big deal. And that was so cool to not worry about it, to not stress like about my family, to not stress about like grocery budget and all the other things, and just say, we've got this, I've got this. It's not a big deal at all. So I just want to share that with you guys because I feel like there's so many different aspects of Take Shape for Life, and we can share the before and after pictures, but we can't always share like the mind transformation and the financial health transformation. So, but anyway, thank you everyone else for sharing. I have here in the basket, look at all these referrals from this week. So this is because of you guys sharing this gift with other people. So I haven't picked yet. I'm going to do it in front of you right now. They're stickies, so I'm having to separate them. Okay, there we go. Hintz is the last name. Kinda? Hintz?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure how to say it, and I didn't write it very well. Cool. Okay, so she is the lucky winner this week. We'll make sure she's going to get $50 on her account, and of course got $25 from her coach for referring her friend or family member. So congrats to her. That's awesome. And I wanted to also let you guys know, quick little housekeeping, that on Wednesday nights we have weekly Habits of Health calls. And for whatever time zone you're in, you can ask your coach what time that is. But you can hop on and dial in. I don't know if any coaches could put that number down in our chat box, but you can, and you can get that from your coach. But it's just weekly support, and they're also recorded as well, so you can always listen to them as a recording. But weekly support of like kind of what Gloria shared, of tips and ways to deal with, eating triggers or healthy sleep and all these things. Because here's the thing: is program's an amazing weight loss tool, and the Habits of Health are so important, but we want to make sure that we're setting you guys up for success for when you're in maintenance. So if you aren't in maintenance yet, or if you already are, that's a great thing to add to your weekly schedule if you would like some extra resources. Other than that, we're getting ready to start our coach training here in a few minutes. And as I think I say like every week, we are an open door, an open community. If you're not a coach and you're just curious about what we do and want to join in, that's totally fine. If you got to go take care of the kids or relax and get some healthy relaxation and sleep before the week starts, that's totally fine too. But we'll get going here. And